Hi, Nir.
Hi
How are
Diana,
you?
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very good, very
Nice.
good.
Could you please
It's a beautiful
introduce
day.
yourself? Beautiful day. Absolutely. Beautiful day. We live in a beautiful country. Very beautiful country. Could you please introduce yourself, who you are, what's your name, and tell us shortly maybe what we're going to talk about today?
Okay, my name is Nir Katzir. I live in Tel Aviv. I'm 43 years old and I have three kids, three beautiful kids. And we enjoyed the country for many years. We served the country for many years. And now, during this year and in the previous year of Corona, we starting to feel not very connected to our country. This is the truth.
Okay.
So I would like, yes.
Okay. Go on. Go on. It's okay.
So I can tell you a few stories about what's happening here in Israel. Maybe the most emotional part is regarding my mother.
Before you begin,
So
just before you start to
she's
tell about your mom, your mother, and we go to what's happening really, I just want to make some kind of preface. And many people think like in Israel everything is like pink, color pink. It's like everything is great here. We are living in a splendid world, and like everything is just beautiful here. The vaccination program has succeeded perfectly, and everything has gone back to work, and people are living free democratic way of life. And you are saying now that the last year, the whole of the world has suffered more or less in this way or another from this coronavirus. But we are now talking about different aspect. I can understand. You are talking about something which has been happening for 2 months since the vaccination program has started. It's very important to admit it, right?
yes, definitely. And if
Okay.
we want just a small example, this is a beautiful day, but this evening, a couple of our friends were invited us for a dinner in a restaurant, but it's a shame because we cannot participate. Why not? We don't have the green passport, so we cannot enter the restaurant, so we cannot join them.
Okay, okay, let's talk about it because that's the point that people don't understand. I must admit that what's happening in Israel is not is something which is not happening in any other country in the world. Here in Israel,
Right.
we are going through something which is it's not just forced vaccination. It's just something emotional. It's something psychological. The people are feeling really desperate. They don't have how they don't know how to admit it, where to speak about it. And you now are going to open it up and tell the other people also in the world what's happening here. How does it feel when
Yes.
you're going to the restaurant and you're being told, sorry, you can't come here, you can't sit here, when your friends are sitting inside and you are standing outside? How does that feel?
It feels like I'm not part of the community, not part of the country, because I'm not participating in this experiment. And it feels like a step by step, they are isolating the people that are not willing to participate in the experiment because it's experiment. This is the vaccine is an experiment as we speak. So
Yes.
we are a minority. Currently, we are a minority after many people, like my mother, were forced to do it. And this is it. We are a minority, and step by step, they are isolating us.
Let's talk about this. Your mom. You mentioned your mother several times already that she has been forced. There is something that people don't understand. We must admit that from one side they are telling you have got a choice. You can choose if you want to get this vaccine or you don't want to get this vaccine. But on the other side, they give you some kind of you don't have any other choice well to go. It's the only choice you've got. I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm not part of something. I can't do all the things that I have to do.
Yes.
So it's the only choice that has been left. Let's talk about it. Can, explain us what does it mean forced vaccination? Because from the outside it looks like, but nobody has forced you. You have chosen to do it by yourself.
Yes. So they gave the vaccine first to the elders, right? And my mother
Right.
is part of this elder community. And like I said, the step by step, and it was maybe 2 weeks resolution. in 2 weeks it went by that many of the elders went to do it, and everyone that didn't do it were isolated, meaning she started to get no when she wanted to see her friends. Her friends were telling her, you are not vaccinated, so we cannot see you because you are a danger for us. And
she has been rejected by her friends. She has been rejected. She felt
rejected by her friends, and moreover, her blood, her brother,
her
which
brothers.
I cannot believe, her brother would not meet her. This is really, shocking. You cannot
Yes.
understand how this is a family. Is a family. He wouldn't meet her. He wouldn't meet her because of this hysteria, of this disease, let's say. So this is a real problem. She couldn't go to the gym because to enter the gym, you must have this green passport, and she couldn't enter a dance, a folklore dance routine
She's a
that
dancer.
she had. Yes, because well, this is it. If you want to join, you must do the vaccine and you must put it in the website. Otherwise, you cannot participate. So you cannot do anything that here in Israel. So she felt very isolated. And she told me, I saw the process of her desperation for help because she didn't have anyone. I live in Tel Aviv. She lives in Haifa. She was isolated. No one wants to meet her. And finally, she said, well, I don't know, maybe the risk in the vaccine, I've heard about the side effects. Let's hope that everything will go okay. And she let's say, was crying while she said it to me, but she went to do it because she felt like she didn't have any other option. This was the truth. This is the truth.
Yeah, it's a very sad story. Very sad story. It's a very sad story because this means that all the things that a person loves to do, he can't do now because he's not vaccinated. This means that this is
Yes.
definitely the strictest and the rigidest kind of forced vaccination. Because once you're not vaccinated, you can't go to the gym. Once you're not vaccinated, you can't go to your family. Family is rejecting you. You don't feel part of something which you love, which you're connected to. And she was crying. She knew from the inside that she was going against her will and against her values and standards, but she didn't have any other choice. It's a very sad story. How does she feel now, psychologically, emotionally? Does she have any effect on it, of it?
She told me she don't want to talk. She doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Because it's like in horror stories that I tell her about the side effects that I hear because the Ministry of Health doesn't provide doesn't share any protocols or any side effects. It says everything is safe and everything is good, and she knows, and I know, and everybody knows that you have side effects. It's it's not magic. It couldn't be magic. So she told me, well, I want to live the rest of my years to be calm. I don't want to hear about this. I made my choice. I'm not full.
Complete with it.
It wasn't with full consent, yes, but I want to be in peace. So this is it. Just don't talk about it. We can talk about things like what is the weather. Everything is great.
By the way, if she's saying something like that, this means from the inside she's absolutely incomplete. She doesn't feel complete with her decision, but she has to, this is the dissonance, cognitive dissonance that you have inside of you, that you have to accept your choice. You don't have any other choice because I have already made my decision. And she's begging you, don't talk to me about it. It's really a very sad story. Thanks for sharing it.